Hi guys, happy Sunday with Satan. So, alright, this book, incredible. So, the very last chapter is the book of Hermes Trismegistus, or the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. So, this blew my mind. Completely blew my mind, especially that it completely goes along with the tarot. It's purely the tarot, so it's really interesting how everything can be predicted by numbers, everything. So it's pretty cool. Numerology. I'm just gonna have to read it to you guys. So. Alright, so this is the end of the work, the great work. So, this is pretty amazing. So, and they say that they must provide the universal key, and have their last word, which I love. So, alright, the universal key of the magical arts is the key to all the ancient religious doctrines. So, what would that key be? What do you guys think it would be? So, alright, the key to the Kabbalah and to the Bible. All religions. So that'd be the Quran. Quran, right? Yeah, the Quran. Whatever the book is called. All Bibles. All religious texts. Everything. Summed up. So, it is the clavicle of Solomon, which is amazing. It is seriously amazing. Yes. So, alright, the clavicle, or little key, which was thought to be lost for centuries, we have found, and with it, we have been able to open all this sepulchres of the ancient world, whatever. Make the dead speak, see again in all their splendor, the monuments of the past, understand the enigmas of all sphinxes, the Sphinx, and penetrate into all sanctuaries. So, I think it's just incredible. Seriously, it's incredible. So, among the ancients, the use of this key was permitted only to high priests. But now we have it. So, if you guys know it, keep it. Keep that key. So, so yes, the key was only permitted to the high priest, and they did not even entrust the secret to the light initiates. So, nonetheless, here is that key. It's incredible. So, alright, it was a hieroglyphic and a numeral alphabet expressing in characters and numbers a series of universal and absolute ideas. So, and then a scale of 10 numbers multiplied by 4 symbols and linked together by 12 figures representing the 12 signs of the zodiac, plus 4 spirits. Those are the 4 cardinal points. I think it's amazing. It's incredible. So the symbolic quaternary figured in the mysteries of Memphis and Thebes, which is two of the great cities of ancient Egypt. By the 4 forms of the Sphinx, the man, the eagle, the lion, and the bull. So correspond to the 4 elements of the ancient world, and were represented by, it's pretty interesting, symbols. So, alright, so we have water by the cup, which is held by man, or Aquarius, air by the circle or halo, which encircles the head of the celestial eagle, fire by the wood, which feeds it, by the tree, which the heat of the earth and of the sun makes fructify, and finally by the scepter of royalty, of which the lion is the emblem, the earth by the sword of Mirtha, who every year immolates the sacred bull, and through its blood makes flow the sap, which swells all the fruits of the earth. It's all mystery. It's all what's that word? Metaphors, analogs. It is pretty cool. It's impressive. So, alright. So, these 4 signs, with all of their analogies, I didn't mean analogs, I meant analogies, are the exploitation of the unique word hidden in all sanctuaries. The word. So, alright. The word which the Bachantes seem to divine in their drunkenness when in celebrating the feasts of Lacus, they exalted themselves until delirium for Io Eheve. So, what then did this mysterious word mean? It was the name of the 4 primordial letters in the mother language. Yeah, the Yod, symbol of the vine stalk, or the scepter of the paternal Noah. The He, image of the cup of libations. Interesting. Sign of divine maternity, the Va, which unite the 2 preceding signs together, and which has a symbol in India, the great and mysterious lingam. The lingam is Shiva, which is commonly worshipped by Hindus, that personifies Shiva's energy, his ultimate formlessness. So, I actually have a lingam. I'm pretty sure I do have a lingam. That's a lingam. So that is very sacred to Shiva. So that goes on my little Buddhist altar. So it's a very sacred thing. Alright, so where did I go? Okay, so such was the divine word, the triple sign of the tyranny. And then the maternal letter appeared as a second time to express the fecundity of nature and woman, and also to formulate the doctrine of universal and progressive analogies, descending from causes to effects, and descending from effects back to the causes. So, note, they did not pronounce the sacred word, they spelled it and said it in 4 words, which are the 4 sacred words: Yod He Vav He, Vav He, Yod He Vav He. So they never spoke it, they always wrote it in hieroglyphs, which is pretty amazing. When we get into the tarot, I never knew how important the tarot was, how accurate. It is incredible. So, really what you do when you draw a tarot card, say you draw the Fool, that's number 1. Say the next card is the, let's see, 3 of Cups. So you would multiply that. So, what is that? 2, 3, 6, 6. There's your number. So you would multiply it then again by another letter or number, and then by the 4 cardinal directions and a bunch of other stuff. So it sounds really, really hard, especially to me because I suck at math. But when it comes to math or anything within spirituality or magic, I'm great. I suck at math, but when it comes to this, it's so easy. Yeah, I just got a really, really amazing, the energy of this is, yes, it's very amazing. It's very sacred. So, this has kind of opened me up, this book. It has kind of, especially with the eclipse happening, different kinds of new thoughts, new ways of doing things, a new appreciation for basically everything that, I have. My family, which is the first and foremost, my family, which is very, very, very important to me. So, and it should be for everybody. Okay, so, but yes, they never said the 4 sacred words, Yod He Vav He. So, where did we hear that? The Kabbalistic cross. So, in the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. So, this all has to do with Solomon. And it's pretty cool. So, alright. So, the scholar Gaphriel does not doubt that the teraphim of the Hebrews, through the means of which they consulted the oracles of Urim and Thummim, were the figures of the 4 animals of the Kabbalah, whose symbols were summarized as well, or as we shall soon explain, by the Sphinx or cherubim of the Ark chariot. So, but he cites in regards to the usurped teraphim of Micah. This is biblical. This is all biblical. So if you go back, really, I won't go back and read because it makes me sick, literally, because it's too violent. It's too there's too much evil in the Bible, and it just makes me utterly sick. So, but yes, you guys can find this in Micah. So where'd it go? Yeah, Micah. Judges 17:5 and 18:4 through 31. So you can see how Micah actually did and used divination. So a curious passage by Philo, and Judaeus, which is an entire revelation on the ancient and sacerdotal origin of our tarot. It's incredible. That's why you guys need to get this book. Amazing. So here's how Gaphriel expresses himself. So thus he says, Philo, the Jew, speaking of a hidden history in a chapter entitled Judges. So speaking of a hidden history in a chapter entitled Judges. So, which book do we need? Do we need the Hebrew Bible, which is the Old Testament? So, that Micah made from fine gold and silver 3 figurines of young boys and 3 young calves, as many of a lion, an eagle, a dragon, and a dove. So that if anyone came to ask him to discover some secret regarding their wife, he would ask the dove. Regarding their children, he would use the young boy. Regarding wealth, through the eagle. Regarding strength and power, through the lion. Regarding basically fidelity, through the cherub or calf. Regarding the length of days and of years, through the dragon. So it's really interesting, and I really want to set this kind of divination thing up. It's amazing. It really is. So this revelation of Philos, even though Gaphriel makes little of it, it is for us of the highest importance. So here, in fact, is our key to the quaternary. Here are the images of the 4 symbolic animals which are found in the 21st key of the tarot, which is to say that in the 3rd sepentry, thus repeating the 3 and summarizing all the symbolism, which the 3 superimposed septenaries express, then the antagonism of colors, expressed by the dove and the dragon. So the circle or rota, R-O-T-A, which is tarot, which is to say is the 3rd sepentary. thus repeating the three and summarizing all symbolism which the three... Oh, I already did that. Circle or rhoda. There we go. Rhoda is tarot. So, formed by the dragon or the snake to express the length of days. Finally, the Kabbalistic divination of the entire tarot as a whole, as it would later be practiced by the gypsies. And I'm very happy and proud to come from the Roma gypsies. Very happy. Whose secrets were guessed at and imperfectly rediscovered by Italia. Pretty interesting, isn't it? So, alright. Cigarette time. Cough is not too bad. Cough is not that bad today. Alright, so, where did I go? Here we go. It's gonna make sense. It's all gonna make sense. And I did do a couple blogs this morning for patrons only, so that's for you guys. So, okay, so we see in the Bible that the high priests consulted the Lord on the golden table of the Holy Ark. It gets even better. So, I love this. Alright, so between the cherubim or sphinxes with the body of a bull and the wings of an eagle, and that they consulted with the aid of the teraphim, with the urim, with the thummim, and with the ephod. And this is, never said in so many words in the Bible, but it's plausible. It's a plausible interpretation of the fragmentary descriptions of priestly practice in the Old Testament, the writings of Josephus, and the Jewish Talmud. It's just very incredible. I love it. I love this. So, alright. So, the ephod was, as we know, a magical square of 12 numbers and 12 words engraved on precious stones. So the word teraphim in Hebrew signifies hieroglyphs or figurative signs. The urim and the thummim were the high and the low, the orient and the occident, the yes and the no. And these signs correspond to the two columns, Jachin and Boaz. So it's pretty interesting. So when the grand priest wished to make the oracle speak, he drew at random the teraphim or golden strips, which had the images of the four holy words on them, and then placed them 3 by 3 around the rational, or ephod, between the urim and the thummim. This is to stay between the two onyx gems. So you would have two onyx gems, basically side by side. Well, side by side but apart. So, which served as clips for the chains of the ephod. So the right onyx signified Gedula, or mercy and magnificence. The left related to Geburah and signified justice and anger. And if, for example, the sign of the lion was found near the stone in which was engraved the name of the tribe of Judah on the left side, the grand priest read the oracle in this manner. Very simple. It was very simple. So, quote, the rod of the Lord is angry at Judah, unquote. How easy. So, if the teraphim represented man or the cup and was also found to the left near the stone of Benjamin, the grand priest read, very simple, very easy, quote, the mercy of the Lord is weary of the offenses of Benjamin, who abuses his love. So this is why he shall pour upon him his cup of anger, etc., unquote. That is seriously amazing. So I'm going to create this from this book. It's going to be amazing. and I do believe it's going to be 100% accurate. Just like the cards are always 100% accurate. Even if you don't think they are, they are. They correspond to a lot. So, alright. Okay, so... where'd they go? Okay, so... Alright, Atilia, or Aliet, who was solely preoccupied with his system of divination and with the material profit he could extract from it. An ex-barber, having never learned French, nor even spelling, pretended to perform and thus claim ownership over the Book of Thoth, which is the Book of Hermes. Book of Thoth, Book of Hermes, just two different, Greek and Egyptian. So on the tarot he had engraved, and which has become very rare, we can read on the 28th card, which is the Eight of Wands. So, this naive advertisement. So, if I don't even know if it's there. So, Atilia, professor of algebra, a renovator of cartomancy, and editors of modern errors of this ancient Book of Thoth, resides at 48 Rue de L'Ociel in Paris, unquote. So, that is the Eight of Wands. Let's look and see what the Eight of Wands looks like. Great. So yes, that is just seriously incredible. Very incredible. I don't know if it's in the Cosmic Tarot. I highly doubt it. I think it's in the original, the Tarot of Thoth. I'm not sure. So what is this? What did I say it was? The Eight of Wands? Oh my god. So yeah, 7. I mean, it's really, really cool. Two of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Wait, Three of Wands? The 8. So, right, the 8. I doubt it's in the Cosmic. Could be. I'm not 100% sure. It's probably in the Rider-Waite, I'm not sure. Oh, Eight of Wands. Alright, so, let's see. No. Nothing. Nothing on that card. So, since this is the actual, just the Cosmic Tarot, we won't see any of that. Nothing. This is just energy. Pure energy. Wands. So, let's see if we can find any kind of address. Huh, no. We'll have to check out the Rider-Waite Tarot. I'm pretty sure it is probably more than likely in the rare, earliest versions of the tarot, so. Alright, so. It's just amazing. So, Atilia would certainly have done better in not editing the errors. Okay, so they were edited. Crap. The errors of which he speaks. So his work resulted in the ancient book discovered by Court de Gebelin, falling into the domain of vulgar magic and fortune-telling. So he who wishes to prove too much proves nothing, says an axiom of logic. So it's amazing. It really is. Alright, so look upon the philosophical cards, the Theosophists and the Microcosmites, etc. So, the Eight of Wands. I am so curious if that, that's anywhere. So, alright, here we go. So, alright, here we go with Rhoda. So these are all of your numbers that you multiply. You draw signs on them, make copies of them, and they correspond with the tarot, and they give tons more information. It's incredible. So so Rhoda, which is Ezekiel's wheel or tarot, and thus is synonymous with the Azoth of the Hermetic philosophers. So it is a word which Kabbalistically expresses the doctrinal and natural absolute. It is formed from the letters of Christ's monogram. So, according to the Greeks and the Hebrews, Latin R, or the Greek P, is found in the middle, between the Alpha and the Omega of the Book of Revelation. Then the sacred Tau, image of the cross, encloses the word entirely. That's fucking stupid. Okay. So, as we have presented it on page 392 of Alright. So without the tarot, the magic of the ancients is a book which is closed for all of us. Alright, guys. Hopefully that's over. So, without the tarot, the magic of the ancients is just, a book which is closed off to all of us. And it's impossible to penetrate any of the great mysteries of the Kabbalah. So the tarot alone provides for the interpretation of the magical squares of Agrippa and of Paracelsus. Pretty neat. So, as we can be convinced of by forming these same squares with the keys of the tarot, and by reading the hieroglyphs, which are thus found assembled. So here are the 7 magical squares of the planetary spirits, according to Paracelsus. So we have Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Sun, Venus, Mercury, and the Moon. Again, pretty cool. So, right now this is even more interesting. So, by adding each of the columns of these squares, you invariably obtain the number which is characteristic of the planet, and by finding the exploitation of that number through the hieroglyphs of the tarot, you look for the meaning of all the figures, either a triangular, square, or circumference. Then you shall find formed by the numbers. The consequence of this operation will result in a complete and profound understanding of all the allegories and of all the mysteries hidden by the ancients under the symbol of each planet, or rather each personification of the influences, either celestial or human, that govern all of life's events. That's pretty amazing. I'm sure a lot of people already knew that. So, alright. So we have said that the 22 keys of the tarot are the 22 letters of the Kabbalistic primordial alphabet. So, we have a lot. So, this actually gives a lot of information. If you have this book, it's on page 394 and 395, and it actually gives you the Hebrew letters, and it corresponds to each tarot card. So, it's amazing. It really is amazing. So, the Chariot of Hermes, or Thoth, which is the 7th key of the tarot. So that'd be the Chariot. It's amazing. So it's just really cool. So thus the Ace of Coins, or the circle, is the soul of the world. The Ace of Swords is the active intelligence. The Ace of Cups is the loving intelligence. The Ace of Wands is the creative intelligence. They are also the principles of movement, of progress, and of power. Each number multiplied by a key gives another number, which, explained in its turn by the keys, completes the philosophical and religious revelation contained in each sign. So, that's a lot of digging to do. Yet, each of the 56 cards can be multiplied by the 22 keys, one after the other. And the result is a series of combinations, providing all of the most surprising results of revelation and of light. So, it makes sense. Complete sense now. I am so very glad that I actually went ahead and got that nice little book for Baphomet and wrote down every card, every reading I've done, just a daily, do you have anything that you want to share with me? Everything has been true to an extent, and if it hasn't been true, it's been true for somebody else, not me, just in general. It's pretty cool. So okay, so I already read that to you guys. Alright, so it is a veritable philosophical machine which prevents the spirit from becoming lost while allowing for its initiative and freedom. It is mathematics applied to the absolute. It is the alliance of the positive with the ideal. It is an assemblage of thoughts which are rigorously correct as numbers. Finally, it is perhaps that which the human genius has ever conceived, which is the most simple and the most grand. So, obviously it's very simple because I'm overcomplicating it in my head. So, and I'm sure a lot of other people will do the same thing, but so, the manner in which to read the hieroglyphs of the tarot is to dispose them either in a square or in a triangle by placing the even numbers in antagonism with and by reconciling them with the odd numbers. 4 signs always express the absolute within any order, and they are explained by the 5th. Pretty neat. So, thus the solution to all magical questions is that of the pentagram, and all of the antinomies are explained by harmonious unity. So much. It's incredible. I'm blown away still by this. I'm still trying to comprehend it. I think I'm going to simplify it up a little bit, type something up, and just kind of interpret it my own way. Okay, so we already know how to interpret or how to read the hieroglyphs. We already know the correspondences. We already know the 4 hieroglyphs, the numbers, multiply them, take one card out, multiply it by another card, and then you get a sequence of numbers. So numbers, everything. What's that movie with Jim Carrey? He did The Butterfly Effect. Was that it? The Butterfly Effect? With all the numbers, he was doing like these crazy numbers like all the time, and it was just really freaking awesome. Now I have to watch that movie tonight. So yes, all magical questions is that of the pentagram. Isn't that weird? Isn't that crazy? So everything's very simple. Very simple. So thus disposed, the tarot is a true oracle and responds to all possible questions with more clarity and infallibility than the android of Albertus Magnus. So, to such an extent that a prisoner without any books could, in a few years, if he had only a tarot deck and knew how to use it, acquire universal science, and would speak of everything with a doctrine without equal, and with an inexhaustible eloquence. Literally, it's archetypal energy. So it's universal, like music. Amazing. Alright, so this wheel is the true key to the notary art and the great art of Raymond Lully. It is the true secret of the transmutation of darkness into light. It is the first and the most important of all the arcana of the great work. So, by the means of this universal key to symbolism, all of the allegories of India, of Egypt, and of Judea become clear. It's meaning. I mean, it's incredible. This is all very incredible. So there was something about the golden tablet. Oh, okay, So yeah, when you're doing that, when you're multiplying those numbers and everything, which I know is probably sounds ridiculous right now, and makes no sense. The tetragrammatron, you have to take that into consideration too, because that is the ultimate pentagram. So this is so it's crazy. So that's just a little snippet of what I wanted to tell you guys about that, about the tarot, about all of that. I think it is amazing. Now to find that Eight of Wands with that on there. It's just so interesting that the tarot is this complex. So I think I'm going to go back to my Rider-Waite for a while, just to see, because it corresponds with everything in the Ritual and Doctrine of High Magic by Eliphas Levi. I think I might get the book of, or the tarot, the Thoth tarot. So it's amazing. It gives us everything that's going to happen. And like when I started that, that little book, everything. I mean, you can literally pull a card, think of somebody, and that card is literally going to tell you, boom, how that person's going to act today. And it's crazy. It's incredibly amazing. So, right, the lingam though, so that's very powerful. There are lots of passages in there about performing magic, consulting the cards, and how whatever his name was in the Bible used the lots, the saint lots, all that stuff. So I really think that's going to become something of really important within tarot. I don't know how to do this. I know you're supposed to, I don't know if you're supposed to wear it, but I mean, that is a traditional lingam from India, which came, I'm very grateful, it actually came with this. And I've actually rubbed some different oils on it, just to kind of get it to, so yeah, I don't know if this actually is for the wrist. Could be, maybe. But it does represent Shiva and his ultimate formlessness, and I guess it's worshipped. I'm not going to worship something that looks like a nut. But I mean, I'm going to give it the best and the most respect that it deserves. How do I tie a bow? I forget. Okay, I can't do this right now. I wonder if it fit around my neck. No, I'm going to strangle myself, so. But yeah. So yeah, that's the lingam. Very interesting Do you guys have any of these? You should let me know what you think of these. How do you work with the lingam? So actually that would represent, you know, I mean, it does kind of look like a pine nut or an acorn, something. I'm not sure, but it grows on a tree. Grows on a tree, so very interesting stuff. Alright, how about some coffee talk? But yeah, I really want to do that system of divination, which is amazing. I think it's amazing. So much. So today we're supposed to have what? That eclipse. And nothing yet. Oh, I hate new stuff, but it feels so good. I feel like I have 80 shoulder pads, which is not a big deal. Alright, let's see. Oh, I don't want to see my videos. I don't care. Where'd I go? Oh, here we go. Comments. Duh, obviously. Alright. Okay. Oh, Wicked Witch. Hi, my darling. How are you? I hope you are. I hope you're feeling better. Okay, I don't care who thinks I'm false, but I can sense spirit. Oh, I know. I know you are. I know you're the real deal. That's for sure. That is 100% for sure. Alright, yes, and Tim from Live Sci-Fi is a pure fake. And a lot of other channels of paranormal in YouTube. Occult, hidden knowledge, its meaning. Hope you got the comments on Twitter. I try to get people to understand me, in which I hope you do. I do, yes, totally. So the Christians have done burnt offerings, etc. I think that's really sick. That's worse than any other kind of sacrifice. I mean, at least the other sacrifices of animals supposedly are more ethical, which I don't think sacrifice of anything is ethical. So they cherry pick the Bible, yes. What they want to believe, what they don't want to believe, and I don't know, I don't care, but people can think I'm fake, and I don't care. I opened my third eye 6 months ago. I see things more clearly. You will be able to spot these fakes more and more. Anyway, much more I want to say, but the time and place. Take care, Ryan. Hope you feel better. I love you. I love your comments. I love your comments. You know your stuff. You completely know your stuff. I love it. Alright. Okay. Wicked Witch, no offense, my dear. Speaking for myself, we Satanists don't cast a circle of protections. Daemons hate circles. If it makes them feel you don't trust them and you fear them. Exactly. So I don't cast a circle. Compass, which is, you know, counterclockwise, inviting, you know, anything in. I don't do circles either. At all. At all. Alright. Kurt Glover, something, whatever the hell your name is. I don't fucking know and care. What a remarkable stone that our Creator, Jesus Christ, made. Actually, no, Jesus didn't make that. Sorry, you're wrong. Alright. Yeah, you're totally wrong, but your dog is adorable. Oh my god. I feel so bad for your dog. Aw, if it ever needs an adopted, you know, a home. I love animals, and I love my animals, and take care of them. Without judgment. So. Alright, Matt. Who the fuck are you? You have no name, no picture. I hate it when people do that fucking stupid shit. Oh, I'm gonna have a circle with my initial in it. Show your face. Okay, so I watched a bit of this. From what I've read, if it counts down, that means the spirit is trying to escape from the board. Secondly, what are the little white orb-like things that keep floating upward every now and again? I also thought it was advised never to do this alone. Everything that you've ever heard about the board is wrong. So dismiss everything that you've ever heard and get educated yourself. Educate yourself. Don't be a fucking douche. Don't be an idiot. Don't be ignorant. Read. Listen. It's simple. It's not hard. I mean, it might be for you. I don't know. A lot of mats I know are pretty fucking stupid. Sorry. Love you, bitch. Kate. Hi, my darling. How are you? I love you so much. Alright, I got that feeling that you were talking about when I meditate. Oh, I was trying to tell my other friend, Frank. Don't, force it. Don't, force it. Just let it happen. I don't get it all the time when I meditate, though. Okay, that feeling. I would like to learn more about the different gods and goddesses that you are working with. Just Isis and Thoth. That's it. Baphomet. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I love you, my darling. Oh, the ones that I would like to work with in the future? Oh, God, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm pretty good right now. I've been set for a long time. Marjorie, hi, my darling. How are you? Are you feeling better now? I'm feeling a lot better, yeah. My hair tells it all. Yes. Does your family know that too? And you're not nervous? No. No, this house it's just the norm. It's normal for us, for houses to live in a haunted house. I mean, it's not really haunted, it's just has a little activity going on. So yeah, we're very friendly with our spirits, accepting of them, and they're accepting of us too, so it's a mutual relationship. Alright, Monica. Mr. Ouija responds to comments episode. I don't even know what I said. So yeah, I think SNL, come on, Netflix, hello, give me a deal or something, do something. Alexandra, hello, Hill, hi, how are you? I wonder though, I'm not discrediting anyone, but always a but. I went through the audio with a fine-tooth comb, and there's stuff coming through that they don't acknowledge. I don't think he understands what he's messing with. There's a bishop who won't have anything to do with them because of the faking carrying on. I don't really think the entity is in the house. I think it follows him. What's your opinion on Chris Fleming? I don't know who that is. Is he part of Zach's team? Because if he is, I think that they are all in it together. Just like live sci-fi. Just like, I mean, this guy, whatever his name is, what is his name? Zach. Bacon. Whatever. Bacon. I don't know. Bacon Bits. Fake Bacon. Bako Bits. So it's Zach Bako Bits for fake bacon. What happened to Ryan Buell with Paranormal State? His entire fakery and fuckery is going to happen to this guy too, Bako Bits. I don't think anybody on TV is, I think they're all liars, and I fucking hate it. You can't even watch it, I watch it for fun. Puts me to sleep. The Demon House, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. He is just fucking ridiculous. Really ridiculous. He needs to stick to his day job if he has one. I don't know. I think they're all fake. Every single one of them. Everybody lies on there, so. Everybody lies on those shows. So, you just wait. I mean, it's already starting to come out. The unreleased footage, people are skeptical. They know that it's fake. So, alright. Dark Prince Lucy. Hello, how are you? I saw the Demon House program, Mr. Ryan. It must have been the most stupidest program I've ever seen yet. Someone will believe it. I hope nobody believes it. I hope you're recovering from your cold soon. Yeah, bronchitis and strep throat all in one. It's wonderful. It's sexy. I love it. No, I'm kidding. Alright. I'm acid. I can't even read your comments. You irritate me already. Let's see. Eric. Oh, Erica Guerrero. Hello, shout out. Alright. Linda K. Hello, shout out. How are you? Lobo Peep. Hi, how are you? Shout out. Just paranormal vlog. Hi, my love. How are you? Is it Jane? Jane? Yeah. Eleanor? Hi. Shout out. Lisa Oaks. Hi. Hi, my darling. How are you? Roxy the Foxy. Hi. How are you? I hope you are well. Wired Ferret. Hi, my love. How are you? Pammy Rogers. I love you. Shout out. Sacred Realm. Hello. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Tabitha Gallagher. Shout out. Hello. And that's it. I'm done. So, I just thought it was pretty amazing with the tarot, though. Very amazing, so. But, alright, guys, so I've done enough talking and babbling, but I am going to try to do the tarot system and the 4 animals and all of that stuff. I'm going to try to figure that out, and yeah, I will let you guys know how it goes. So yes, very amazing, very amazing. New stuff on my Patreon page. I'm doing a bunch of new stuff, daily things, so patreon.com/Mr. Ouija. And yeah, that's alright, guys. I love you all. Happy Sunday with Aiden. And all my love, all the way from Venus. Ouch. That hurt. All the way back down. So, I will see you all tomorrow. And everybody have a good rest of your day. So, thank you guys for watching.